what's up everyone, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video here on my channel. Today I just wanted to get on here and show you guys how I do an infill on myself. Of course, it is the same way if a client comes in and needs an infill. I just didn't have anybody coming in right now, so I just thought I would get rid of this design that I have right now and put something new on. I've been dying for a rose gold design, so that's what we're gonna do today with some marble. So here I am just filing off my old design with my safety carbide bit, and I'm gonna do that to each and every nail. When I come back, I am just going to show you how I take off my bigger stones, and then I will also file that off, but I didn't record it all because I thought you guys kind of knew what was going on here. So now I'm just going to show you how I take off these stones. I'm just using my cuticle nippers to get those off of there. You can take a sharper drill bit for the ENail file and file down if you're using acrylic or gel or resin or whatever you need to if it's too thick to grab the stones, but mine was okay, so I just used the nippers to grab them and get them off of there. And then once I finish getting those off, I'm just going to file off the blue design, and then I'm going to take my hand files and shape the nails and get the rest of that polish off that I didn't get. And then I'm going to go in here with my cuticle bit around the cuticles and just get off any of the tissue on my nails and dead skin and all that, just to make sure that the adhesion of the acrylic is really nice to the natural nail. Now I'm going to prime and dehydrate my nails. Dehydrating first, of course, just to get off all the extra dust that we didn't get when we dust off our nails, and that can go all over everywhere. But once I do the primer, I'm just really focusing that on the natural nail part, just because there's already acrylic on the nail for most of the acrylic to adhere to, but on the natural nail, we just want to make sure that we get the best adhesion there so that we can prevent any lifting possible. And now we're going to start with the acrylic application, and I think I finally found an angle where my head does not get in the way, so I can actually show you guys what I'm doing now, which is great. I'm just using one of my old Sally Beauty brushes right now. The other one I used from Max ENail Couture had acrylic stuck in it, so I had to let it soak in some acetone to get that out of there. But I'm just going to wet my brush, and I'm going to take a bead, not a huge bead because we're just doing an infill, but we do want to make sure that our apex is in there, our new apex, and that the cuticle area is filled as well, nice and flush to the natural nail. So that's just what I'm making sure goes on here, as well as trying to keep in mind the shape that I want to, which is coffin for this. We can't always file afterwards, which I'm going to, but I just wanted to show you guys how to do this infill, where to put acrylic, and how much. You can do smaller beads, a bunch of smaller beads, or you can do just one bead. I've been getting better at this, so I am pretty comfortable with just using one bead, but if you can at first, don't worry, that's no big deal. I'm just gonna put this Eternal Beige on every single nail, and on my middle nail, I'm gonna do it a lot more thin than I do the other ones, just because that one is gonna be a completely glitter nail with the rose gold glitter that you can see sitting there. So once I start that one, it will just be glitter, and then I do have to clear cap it as well. That's why I'm making that one a little more thin. You can see here now I'm clear capping my nail. I just took a pretty wet bead of acrylic so that I could just pat it where I wanted to and where it would just run right down the nail. When I'm doing this part, I'm trying to also put in there that structure and that apex that I want. And I'm not trying to add too much thickness to this nail because we don't want to be sitting here and filing this forever. But I do know that when you do start this, it is kind of hard to remember to not put so much bulk on there. So there is always filing afterwards, so don't worry about it. Just focus on the placement of your beads and stuff if you're just a beginner right now. I know it took me a while to get this down too, but after I do this, I am going to start filing my nails and shaping them, making sure that everything is nice and straight and coffin like I want it. And then I'm also going to smooth them out before we go in and polish the nails and start the marble design. And we are going to start off with the marble design. So first I'm painting my background, which is Keeping It Realism, which is a white gel polish by Finger Paints. And once I am finished putting this on my nail, I do 2 coats and then I cure each coat for 30 seconds. After that, I do take off the tacky layer with isopropyl alcohol, which is also rubbing alcohol. And then once I'm finished with that, we'll come back and start the actual marble design. Now we are going to start the marble design. I did a video on this before, marble design, but my phone actually stopped recording, so I didn't get too much of it in there. So I really wanted it on myself, so I thought it was a perfect opportunity to get all this footage and sorry, I sounded like a robot there for a second, but to get all this content again for you guys so you actually know what I'm doing. So first I am just applying top coat and I'm not going to cure this. And then after that, I'm going to take the Charcoal Dreaming gel polish that I mentioned before on a small detail brush that I just got from Walmart. You guys, honestly, you can get anything, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, whatever you have available to you, you can just grab the smallest one you can find. And then I'm just going to make some lines here, just random lines. They don't really have a specific spot or a reason why I put them there. That's just where they went and that's where they're going to be. And after I do this, I am just going to take the rubbing alcohol or isopropyl alcohol and just dilute the gel polish with that. I'm going to put that on that brush and just dab it over that color just to make it fade a little more and to make it look like more of a background to the marble. And you can always have a picture pulled up for your reference to do this. I find it's just easier for me to just let my mind and my hand put the color where I want it to. So once I dilute that, I'm just going to keep adding that gray color and dilute it even more until I have what I want. And when you want the lines to be more distinct, don't dilute them quite as much, or you don't have to dilute them at all, whatever really is your preference. Once I'm happy with that, I'm just gonna cure it in the lamp for about 10 seconds, and then I'm gonna put another top coat on this as well as all of my other fingers, just so that we can have that done. And once I come back, we're actually gonna start putting some striping tape on this actual marble nail. I hope that this all makes sense, but I'm sure when you watch it, you'll understand the idea. right, once we have that done, I just cut off a strip of striping tape here, and it is a rose gold color. I got a pack of them from Sally's that come with a bunch of different colors, and they had this perfect rose gold striping tape, so I thought I would use that. And you're gonna watch me struggle with this for a little while. I can't seem to get it straight on my nail, and I couldn't pick it up with my acrylic nails on my other hand. I couldn't lay it down with them, so I had to use my nippers to try and get them straight. And then once I get the second line on there, I realize that it isn't as straight as I want it to be, and I'm gonna mess with it again. But once I do get these on here, I am gonna snip them at the sides. I don't want them to wrap all the way around the nail because I am gonna put another layer of top coat over this just to protect that so that it doesn't go anywhere, so that the sides don't come up, which is another reason why you don't want to cut them all the way down right on the edges. Do them a little farther up more so that when you look at them face down to nail, it looks like they're wrapped away all the way around, but they're really not, just so that they can stay on there more and be more protected with the top coat and look like they're actually all the way wrapped around. So once I finish that, I'm going to put another top coat on and cure that for 30 seconds. Once I'm done with that, we're gonna put cuticle oil on, and then we will be done with the design. Okie dokie, everybody, that is the final design. I know I usually do it on my right hand so that I can know for sure that I can do it on my left hand, but I thought I would just show you guys a quick little infill design here, and I am absolutely in love with it. I love the marble, I love the rose gold, I love the striping tape. I've had these on for like 4 days and I can't stop staring at them. So I hope you guys really liked the video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this where I do infills and new designs, please let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Bye.